I have done it again. So yesterday I had to work in the morning and then I had to work in the evening, and there was a space in between, but I didn't want to take the train home and sit for 2 hours and then take the train back. So I went to lunch, had some Chinese food. I put a picture on Facebook here. Then I was trying to decide what to do, and I ended up taking a train the opposite direction, and I went to a Hard-Off that I don't go to as often. And I found a few things. I would have found more. Or I should say I would have been able to buy more. But there was, probably better that I didn't, but still, there was this lady. I don't know, I'd say she's about 40-ish. And she had a cart, and it was just, like she had a Saturn system wrapped up and a whole bunch of stuff, all different kinds of things. And sure, maybe she's a gamer, or maybe she was getting it for her husband or something, or, you know, I don't know. But it seemed like she was trying to be a reseller. And I mean, hey, it's a free world, so I can't fault her for that. Because there is, I mean, if you're willing to put in the work, it's definitely, that could be your job for sure. And, you know, buying stuff in Japan and then selling it overseas. I just don't have the patience or the really motivation to do that. But I'm not going to be the guy who sits here and like, hey, you shouldn't do that, you're keeping people from getting the game, which is irritating. But at the same time, it's fair play. So anyway, she had this cart full of stuff, and I was kind of like, oh man. Because there are a few things in there. I didn't like really look at her cart so much, but I could kind of tell just by glancing at it that there was some good stuff in there, that she'd found some good deals. So now it's like I've got, you know, rivals. But she had this little girl who I'd say is about two and a half. And she was hanging on her and just saying, Mom, can we please go home? We've been here forever. And her mom was like looking through the game. I mean, she was full on going through stuff and then checking the internet to see the prices, I reckon. And again, I wasn't really spying on her, but that's what it seemed like was happening. And she was just kind of not really interacting directly. She was talking to her daughter, but she was kind of like just giving her lip service while she kept looking through the games. She's like, oh yeah, just wait a little longer, just a little longer. It was like she was at the casino, you know. I mean, at least she didn't leave her in the car to freeze to death. Although it's not that cold anymore, really. Anywho, and I was just like, okay, I get it. I get like wanting to find the deals and going through stuff. And maybe this is how you're making extra money, and I don't know anything about you, so I'm trying not to judge the lady. But I'm just like, this has been going on for a while, and then her little girl is like, Mom, I'm gonna go over here. She's like I said, 2 and a half, I reckon, maybe 3. And I don't know if her mom acknowledged it or what, but I kind of watched her out of the corner of my eye to see which direction she went. And it's Japan. But even in Japan, I mean, it's wicked safe, right? But even in Japan, stuff can happen. I was just like, really? You're going to let your little girl just wander around the store by herself? But again, in Japan, people do that a lot. So I decided not to intervene. And sure enough, time passes. And she finally realizes that her daughter is not with her. And she's like, and her daughter's name was Aoi, which means blue, but okay. I mean, it might mean something else, but anyway. She starts saying, Aoi, Ao-chan, Aoi. And it gets louder and louder, and she's running around the store with her cart, and it's a big store. I mean, not huge, but pretty big. I mean, there are a lot of places for a 2.5-year-old, 3-year-old girl to be. And you could hear her voice, and at some point she's running around, and her cart, who knows where it is. And the little evil man inside of me was like, you know, serves her right. I should go take the stuff out of the cart that I want and buy. Of course, I didn't do that, but I mean, this is a little part of me. But you know, like I said, that might be how she puts food on the table. I have no idea. But you know, letting her kid wander off like that, not so cool. And I'm not a parent. I'm a teacher, so I'm around kids a lot. But I'm not a parent, so and I'm not Japanese, so I try not to judge. But that was I don't know. I hope she learned her lesson. She finally found it, but she was running around yelling for a few minutes anyway. And I mean, I was just about to start looking with her. In fact, I had kind of started, but I was just slowly, you know, moving in the direction that she had gone. And then I heard her say, "Mama," and so I knew they would be reunited. But I don't know. It's good to be with your kids and do things with your kids and even go game shopping with your kids. But I don't know. I just hope I never do anything like that, right? I don't think I would, but I suppose, I don't know. Anyway, that was a long story. Let's talk about pickups. I got some stuff that I'll probably use in trade, but the stuff that hasn't been like definitely earmarked I'll show. And the stuff that's definitely going to someone I won't, right? So, and I don't know where to start. I guess I'll start with, I had 2 big bags, right? And inside one of the big bags was 2 smaller bags, and I know it's a lot of plastic and blah, 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 but it was raining, so I double bagged. I got a boxed Super Famicom. It's kind of jolted around a bit. And it's in decent shape. Like, the color is good, the cardboard, everything seems alright. And it was a reasonable price. I was surprised. I think basically, it's even got the manual. Nice! They charged less because they didn't take the time to clean it. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they just had too many. I'm not sure, because the same store had them for a lot more. But this one was cheap for some reason. I mean, it's actually, the controllers, everything's really nice. So, yeah, I'm probably going to keep this. Bah! We'll see. Anyway, and I think, yeah, sorry, normally these come with just, yeah, they don't come with the AC adapter or the AV anything. But this one, they threw in an AC adapter, so that's kind of cool. But I'm just looking at it, and it's surprising how clean it is. It doesn't really have many scratches, and the controllers look good, so... Huh, I guess I'll have to open up and have a closer look, but yeah, I'm just noticing it's got the manual. That's really awesome. So, yay. And then this one is a black boxed N64, and I don't have a boxed black one. This is what I bought when I came to Japan to play Mario Kart, and it's got the manual as well. So, I think I have a boxed, I forget what color, but a more rare, uncommon color without a manual, so I think I'll put this manual on that one. But yeah, it's cool to have a box one that's the color that I have when I was here, and the stick on the controller is good. So, I don't know, these are really good deals. I forget what I paid, but I want to say 15 or 20 bucks for each of them, and the thing is, the same store is selling them for 50, both of these boxed. So, I guess these just weren't quite as nice, but they look good to me. I mean, honestly, I don't understand how their pricing works. To be fair, I think it has more to do with who's pricing them when they put them out, and I don't know. But, yay. So, on to some games. I paid 10 bucks for this. Basically, like I said, I had too much time, and I just ended up spending money. I'm like, well, at least it's something to do, right? I can't justify it. So here's Super Mario Advance 3, boxed and complete. The manual inside has a little crease on one page, but I mean, it's not horrible. It's just, you know, somebody bent it, and they were putting it back in the box because they did it wrong, jerks. And this was, yeah, I think I paid, well, $9, I should say, with the exchange rate. So $9 for this. Which, it's the PlayStation, some FMV action, right? Road Blaster and Thunderstorm. But, yeah, I checked all these. They're all in good shape. I had more stuff that I was going to buy that would have made it significantly more expensive, but it wasn't, it didn't pass my test of conditions, so I said, nah, I don't want it. And then I went online and bought one of those things anyway, but, okay. This was also $9. Biohazard 4 for the GameCube. And I mean, there's so many versions of this now that you can download the HD one, or you can buy the HD one. There's the Wii one. Dishes are done. This is, but yeah, it's got all the stuff. And the discs are nice. And it's just one of those games, you know, that you have to have on the GameCube. and it's in good shape. The cardboard sleeve and everything is nice, so yay. Oh, can't show you that. That's for Mr. Dude. Sorry. What else? Okay. For Xbox in Japan, they had a series called the World Collection, and basically they're games in English that are still playable even if you don't know English. Then they would include like a little Japanese manual. I can even show you. So the manual is Japanese, but the game itself is all English. They didn't reprogram anything, or didn't add any language features for most of them anyway, if not all. And I just think that's neat. You know, it's Japan, but you can buy English games. I mean, back then for the Xbox. So, because even now, there are tons of games that come out that don't have any English support. So I like to collect these. I don't remember how many there are. There aren't a ton, but I'm not working at it super hard. But if I see them and I don't have it, I'll pick them up if they're cheap. The World Collection for Xbox, and this is Dao Feng, Fist of the Lotus. Dao Feng, maybe. I don't know. It's this game. And I don't know anything about it, but it looks like it's a fighting game, so sweet. Next is, oh, yeah, I spent a bit on games that, I mean, I spent more, what should I say, there's Hard-Off and Book-Off, and they're in the same building, and a lot of these games I bought at Book-Off, and they're kind of just normal price, but they're used, so it's still reasonable, and this is a game that I'd wanted for a long time. This is, I don't know, I guess it's Rhythm Heaven, Wii, in English. I think they just kept it the same. In Japanese, it's Mina no Rhythm Tengoku. And yeah, it's kind of fun. You're waving your Wiimote to the beat. It's good times. Played this a bit at Video Game Bar and enjoyed it. So I actually met the guy who programmed this for the Game Boy Advance, so I'm sure he was involved with this as well. I can't remember his name. I met him at I forget, it was like a rock festival in Osaka. I don't know. Anyway, it was a long time ago. Next, another game I'm pretty sure I don't have and I've wanted. I was going to buy the box set, but this was cheap. So I just got, because I've got all the things you need to play it, but it's a light gun game. Not really a light gun, but you know, gun game for the Wii, and it's Ghost Squad. So that's cool. I haven't bought the Biohazard, Dark Side Chronicles, and Umbrella Chronicles. What the heck's it? Anyway, those two Biohazard rail shooter games, because I might have one actually. I want to get the HD version on the PS3. I might end up getting them for the Wii as well, just if they're super cheap. But okay, now here's one I don't know anything about, but it looks playable and cute-ish, and it was, you know, $4. So this is Dewey's Adventure. I don't pick up Wii games that often, so it was kind of nice to grab a few. So, threw that in the pile. I had a copy of Mario Sports Mix, but the manual was munted, and the disc had a little scratch, which I was willing to forgive, but they I don't know, it was $10. I guess maybe I should have bought it, but it's a Mario game, and I don't like having scratched up stuff in my collection. This looks really dirty, but it's easy to clean. It's just on the outside of the case. It's got somebody spilled some chocolate or something. I don't know. This is Odoru Meido in Wario, and this is really fun on the Wii. It's just, you know, those quick Wario games. It's like, do this, and they're super fun. And I don't remember, I think I might have downloaded it, but I don't have the physical copy. I don't know. Anyway, for $4, I really like these games because they're perfect for someone like me with a short attention span, and also for when friends come over who aren't normally into video games. Wii's great for those kind of people. That kind of person. Right, what else do we have? Oh, this game. I might do a video on this, we'll see. This is one I've been wanting, and I've looked at buying it online, and it's been kind of spendy, but I found it for $14, and it's English of the Dead, right? So it's by Sega, and it's like Typing of the Dead, but you use it to study or learn English, or to improve your English skills. So obviously my English skills, well, maybe not so obviously. I think my English skills are sufficient, but sometimes I do wonder. There's a little thing called apathy that happens. There's the game cart and the manual. So that was cool to find in the actual store, because I always prefer to buy things in the store when I can. Just because I like to have stores, because obviously yesterday I had a place to go and kill a few hours. And I did that, let me tell you. No, I didn't show you that stuff yet. Ooh, here's the receipt. Doesn't matter. Okay, this one, what a great deal. $4, and it's minty fresh, and it's got the, sorry. Oh, I didn't mention this. This is cold filtered coffee. Something that I only started doing recently, but when I want to have iced coffee, which there's no ice in it, but it's cold. I put the coffee, I grind the beans. I'm going to start roasting my own beans too soon. But anyway, I grind the beans, throw them in the French press. There's a lot of ways to do it, but I use the French press because it's simple. And then put the water in, stir it around with a spoon a bit, and then put it in the fridge overnight. And then in the morning or in the afternoon, I plunge it and pour it out. And it's a really different taste. It has a different character than if you use hot water to make the coffee. And it's like the aftertaste is totally different. It's awesome. I really recommend that you try it if you like to drink cold coffee drinks like Frappuccino and stuff. Totally different, yeah, character. So anyway, back to this. Ooh. This is it's a game that's cheap, but it's awesome, and wow. It's the Raiden project, and this is the PlayStation, the best one. But like I said, it's got the spine card, and the disc is perfect, and the manual and everything. So what this has is the Raiden arcade mode, Raiden 2 arcade mode, and Raiden. So I mean, just basically the way the screen goes and whatnot. But I believe you can tate it, which is what it's showing there in the back. And I have this, of course. But I mean, for $4, I mean, I'm gonna buy it all day. And I'm not sure if I have the PlayStation, the best one. I mean, that's how bad it's gotten. If there are variations of the same shooter, probably I want them all, because it's just, for me, when I find a shooter, when I'm out hunting games, it's like finding lost treasure. I love these games. And a lot of the reason, people often ask me why I get so into shooters. Gosh, I'm just waffling like mad lately. It's, one of the reasons is because I don't really like playing games in Japanese that much. Some games I do, like golf games, but I don't want to feel like I have to work at reading and understanding stuff, like playing Zelda or whatever. Because games are supposed to be fun and relaxing, right? And I'm surrounded by Japanese all the time. Like, that's my life. So when I'm playing games, I like to do it in English. And that's just me. Like, different people have different views on that. And shooters are very, you know, it doesn't matter what they're saying. You just shoot everything. Obviously, you need to learn the game system and stuff, but that and short attention span. You know, you can play a shooter for 10 minutes and really enjoy it and be done, right? So those are two reasons that I really am into shooters. That and they're fun. I mean, they're just awesome. So yeah, here is a game that shockingly I have not owned before. Pretty sure. This is Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii, and it comes with a DVD basically showing you about the story, right? So, and maybe about the gameplay. I'm not really sure. I haven't watched it. But, yeah, and it's got this box, which is nice. And this is, you know, it's one of those games you have to have if you have a Wii. Like, it's one of the 10 games you have to own if you've got a Wii, I would say. Obviously Mario Kart and Smash Brothers and some others. But so that was really neat. I got it for, what I paid for, like $18. So, meh. But I mean, it's in really nice shape. A lot of times you'll find it, you know, without the box and without the DVD, and I wanted the complete, you know. So, I'm not saying it was an awesome deal, but I'm happy to have it. Okay, now we're down to the last bag. This is good. I haven't told that story. Okay, so I don't know why, but for some reason I'm kinda collecting boxed N64 controllers, and usually I check the condition before I buy it, but for some reason this time I didn't. But I've got a boxed yellow one. It cost me $9. Here we go. I mean, these things take up space. I've got loads of these controllers, but I don't know. I like having them boxed. It's neat to go with my other stuff. I'm not necessarily trying to go for like a complete, but I mean, I wouldn't mind. Anyway, when I stumble on these for $10, I tend to buy them just because you find the controllers loose for 15 still sometimes in Japan. And even at this hard-off, they were selling loose ones for the same price. And I'm just like, you know, I know people are just going to throw the box away, but that's all the more reason why it's nice to have it, because there aren't that many anymore. So, shall we take a look at it quickly? I don't have a knife handy, so I'll just kind of... Alright. Alright, here we go, we got another one. Yeah, they really didn't want people messing with it in the store with it, so they wrapped it in plastic real good. You know, I wonder if I put this on my head like this when I'm sleeping, if that would help me not to snore. Because basically they sell these things, and I bought one like a fool for like 25 or 20 or 50, I don't know, depends on which one you buy. And all it does is keep your mouth closed like this, and that's supposed to keep you from snoring. Well, guess what? In my case, anyway, I need a haircut. It didn't work. I bought the mouthpiece too. That didn't work. My poor wife. I actually came up and slept on the sofa at 3 in the morning because she kept poking me to make me stop snoring. I was like, you know what, honey? She had to get up early, so I just, it's cool. And so I came upstairs and slept on the sofa. But I don't know. Maybe if I lose a lot of weight or a little weight or something, I'll stop snoring. If anybody has some good tricks to not snore, let me know, because it's not good for me and it's not good for her. And usually it's not an issue, but every once in a while it's just... yeah, when I'm really, really rumbling, the walls shake, I tell you. So, let's see. What do I have here to open this without messing up the... it looks like this cardboard's already been messed up, so I guess I'll just break my own rule and... oh, I can't bring myself to do it. Yeah. One moment, please. I'm back with the butter knife and some black sesame rice cake candy, because I saw it on my way to the kitchen, and then I needed it in my mouth. So I'm just unlocking the locking flap on this box, even though somebody has already done that horrible thing. You see that? I hate that. Anyway. Good. Oh yeah. Well, needs a little cleaning, but very nice overall. It looks like new, except, yeah, basically it's in really, really good shape. So, yay. And it's even got the little insert still in the box, which is boring, but it's in there. See, that little white thing. So, neato. I have the clear purple one, and I forget which colors I have, but I think I have 5 or 6 of these. So, that's kind of fun. What else? For 400 yen, or $3 and something, I got a clear pink Game Boy Advance. I think I might actually have this color, but it was just in really, I mean, for $3 anyway. $3.50, we'll say. Good condition, although I did not look at this part, and I should have. The connections are going to need some cleaning. I don't know if you can see that, but I know how to do that. And if I don't know, I can look it up. But yeah, I might not have bought this, actually, if I had paid a little closer attention. This is, well, corroded. But aside from that, I mean, yeah, it's fixable. Aside from that, it's just going to take some work. And the time that it'll take me to do that, it's probably not really worth it. But that's okay. I enjoy doing that kind of stuff. But the screen is pretty clean, and the system itself is really clean. I think basically somebody had this, played it a little bit, and it just sat with old batteries in it for a long time, which is why it's in really good condition, except for the back. But yeah, we'll I think we can get it fixed up. But it's nice, it's pretty. And what the heck is this? Oh yes, I kind of maybe overpaid for this, but I wanted it. My favorite system of all time so far anyway is the original 60 gigabyte, although mine's been upgraded to 500, PlayStation 3. And that's because it's so versatile, and it can do so much. You can download all kinds of shooters from like the PlayStation 1 and etc., even PlayStation 2 games. It plays PlayStation 1, 2, and obviously PlayStation 3 games. It's sweet. It's a Blu-ray player. You can put your music on there. You can even put music, videos, blah, blah. It's a really... I like it more than the PS4 by far. I'm hoping the PS4 will get better. I mean, there are things about the PS4 obviously I really like, but anywho, this is a Hori, and I like Hori stand. That's all it is. It's just a stand. You put the PS3 on there, and then plug this thing in to the. I mean, you don't have to, but I probably will. Plug it into the USB, and then it lights up, presumably blue. And then for the price of one USB port, you get two. So, I like Hori. They make good stuff. This is not in perfect shape, but I mean, it's alright. And I have it both an American and a Japanese PS3 60 gig one. And just great machine. Like, if I were only going to have one game machine, I've said this before, that's what I would keep. Just, I mean, for playing, you know, because it's just, it can do so much. And so, yay. There's that. Oh, it was like $6. So, I mean, it's okay. You get spoiled when you go to Hard-Off all the time. This is for Keith. Well, presuming he doesn't have it. Actually, everything else in here is probably... Let's see, what do we got? Well, I don't know what this... This one I bought just because I don't think I have it. I might. This is Super Bowling for the Super Famicom. And when I see kind of random titles that I don't often see, I grab them. I was going to buy Billy Hatcher for the GameCube because I never see that, but it wasn't in that great a condition, and it was the re-release. And it was still, I forget, 15 bucks or something. I don't know. Maybe I should have bought that. Okay, some Famicom games. Yeah, not showing you. I think these are going to someone. But I'll show you this much. Famicom games. And they were hopefully all $1. Yep. And what else? They all need to be cleaned up a bit. Some of them have the price tags on the label, which I hate it when they do that. But, shit, I didn't notice this. I paid $3 for that one. Damn it. This one is Baseball Stars, and it's a great game. One of my favorite games from the NES days. And it's fun. Like, it's a fun baseball game. And I got it for $1. And this one, I don't know. I'll just show you, because I don't know if I have it. This is Exerion. It's a shooter. And this was $3. And I'm looking at it, and I think it might possibly, I can't see the screenshot. It might be a 3D shooter, and I don't like those at all, but maybe not. I can't remember. There are just too many. Anyway, Famicom carts. Crap, I can't believe I paid $3 for that. Oh well. I really like the color of it, though. It's teal. And this is the last thing on my head. And I think I've got now, because I've got Rendering Ranger. Can't see it, I guess, but I've got a... Oh, I need Pocky and Rocky 2. Kiki Kai Kai something. That's the last one I need, and then I've got all the Super Famicom shooters. And that one's stupid expensive. Like, stupid expensive, but I'll probably end up buying it at some point. I'm just trying to find a better deal. Yeah, or I could just be like, no, it's not a forced scroller, so it's not, I don't know. Anyway, there are two games on the Super Famicom, Cosmo Gang games. One is the puzzle, and one is the video. And I think the video is the one that is kind of a shooting game. But anyway, it was $1. So I got this one, Cosmo Gang. The puzzle. And again, I don't know if I'm going to keep that or send it on. Oh, my head. There is one more. I saved the best for last, people. I didn't plan it this way. It just worked out because, I mean, this is very haphazardly done, this video. But, yeah, this is pretty sweet. You ready for this? And I might even have this, but I need to pop it in and play it because it's, I mean, yeah, this is a gem. Power Rangers Pinball for the PS1. If you don't have this in your collection, I don't really think that... I mean, maybe you can still call yourself a gamer, but definitely not a collector. Whoa! Right? I mean, if you're a collector, this is one of those games for the PlayStation, at least, if you collect PlayStation games. If you don't have this in your collection, I don't really know what you're playing at. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that... It's still not too expensive, and it's just a matter of time before the value is going to shoot through the roof. Pinball is making a comeback, people. Color manual. Oh, that looks actually really good. Huh. Nice. I'm actually looking forward to playing this. Look at that. That looks like a proper pinball table. So I like my pinball and Power Rangers. Yeah, I don't care about the Power Rangers actually, but I just thought it was funny and it was cheap. So I bought it. And then, was there something else? Oh, I wanted to mention, I don't know if it's on the Wii U outside of Japan, but I found last night, because I don't keep up with this stuff very well, on the Virtual Console, I almost opened that, Space Mambo, which is stupidly expensive. Like, you can find that for $300 all day, you know, if you want to pay $300 for the MSX. But it's on the Virtual Console for, I don't know, $6, $7, $8, something like that on the Wii U. So I downloaded that in a heartbeat and played it a bit. And the thing is, it's really, really good, but you have to keep in mind it's an MSX game, right? So, you know, there are limitations, obviously, with that system. But it's really, really good. And if with the Wii U, you can play it like this, or, you know. So check that out. If, I mean, again, I have the American Wii U here, but I haven't plugged it in for a while, so I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart and stuff, so I have the Japanese one of that. But anyway, I was really excited to find that. And, I never got around to making a video about it, so I might as well show you now if you're still here. This is, I'm just going to leave it in the case, or in the Ziploc bag, because I need to find my little plastic things. The Space Mambo soundtrack, which this is also not cheap. It's nuts. It's a Konami game. Anyway, and I don't go for soundtracks that often, but it just this was kind of one of my, I don't like to say holy grail. This was one of the games that I really wanted it, but I finally found it for, I don't even know if it was a decent price. I paid a lot for this, but I just felt like I had to have it. So here it is, Space Mambo, everyone. I got this months ago, and I just haven't gotten around to showing it. But now when I want to play it, I don't have to mess with this, but it's in super nice condition. I'll show you the screenshots, I guess. I don't have to mess with the... A game like this, you gotta show everything. So I'll do it now, but... yeah, when I have my MSX out, I'll play it. But now I don't have to get my MSX out just to play this, is what I'm trying to say. And a lot of these MSX games, the cases over time kind of get messed up, the plastic. This one's in really nice, as you can see, shape. And then open her up, and it's got all this good stuff. And it's a really, I mean, this case is in super good shape for its age, and just compared to, as I said, other MSX cases. And then it's got this Castlevania. It's got some different, I'll show it to you because it's fun. Oh, this is so great. Smells fun. There's that. This game is also awesome on the MSX. I mean, the games that they did well, they're still a lot of fun, but I guess I'd say the range, right, of games on the MSX, like the quality. I don't know what I'm on about. Konami Music Catalog. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to wish that I don't know what's going on here. Here you go. Oh, my head. Where'd that go? I'm looking for something, and here it is. Ooh. Oh, no, that's a different game. Anyway, sorry, I'm not good at anything. Multitasking. There's that. It's just neat to have all this stuff still in there. And then, of course, the manual, which is in imperfect condition, I won't lie. But I was so happy to finally get this in my collection. I was lusting after it for the longest time. I haven't thought about just buying a loose cart because it's so expensive. But I mean, at that point, I don't know, I really wanted it complete. So, my MSX collection isn't huge, but it's mostly shooters, and that's pretty much what I'm focusing on. I like to get the odd other game. Yeah, I've been talking to Electric Adventures Tony about this, and here it is. Awesome. So, very excited to have that. It's taken me a while to show it, obviously, but there it is. Now you've seen it, and I'm sorry, I don't know. I haven't done the research, but if you have a Japanese Wii U, you can definitely get that on the Virtual Console. Maybe on the Western ones as well. So, that's all sorry for going on and on, I guess, but thank you for watching. And I can't top that, so I'm not going to show you anything else right now. Yes, I am. Oh, my head. I'm broken. Where'd it go? So when I was in Taiwan, I don't think I showed this. Maybe I did. Whatever. I got this kind of camo case. I bought it for the 3DS, but it's actually a DS case. It's a little bit too small. But I like the design, and I needed to spend my Taiwan dollars because I didn't want to change them back, and I don't know when I'm going again. And I bought this the other day. Well, these grips for the new 3DS, which are pretty good, especially for Mario Kart. Makes it a lot easier to hold your items. And then this felt cover. It's so nice. You definitely want to make sure you wash your hands and dry them before you use it, right? But it feels so sexy. I guess I'll show you both sides of it. And then and I like this too because it's kind of rubber coated, so it's gentle on the machine. And so I've got that, and then I downloaded the matching background if the thing ever turns on. My 3DS, and yeah, I put these little things in there so that when you close it, it doesn't make stripes on there. But see, it matches. That's it. I'm stopping. All right. Thanks for watching, and more short videos to come. Bye bye. Vote for Pedro.